Something weighing several tons is above you right now, not resting, hanging. If the thing holding it snaps, there's no debate about what should happen next. Down, fast, unstoppable. And yet, it almost never does. Everyone imagines the same moment, a sharp crack, the floor vanishing, that stomach drop feeling. But real elevator failures don't look like that. When cables fail, the elevator usually doesn't fall at all. That's the first detail that shouldn't be true. Part of the fear comes from a lie your brain keeps telling you, that there's one cable. There isn't. It's a bundle of thick steel ropes, several of them, and any single one can hold the entire car, so one snapping barely registers. But that explanation doesn't feel satisfying, because steel still breaks. So let's remove the comfort entirely. Every cable fails, all of them. No support, no backup, just gravity, waiting. This is where the elevator should finally fall. It doesn't. Instead, something reacts instantly. No software, no human, no warning. The elevator grabs the building itself, hard. Hidden along the sides of the car are metal jaws. You've never seen them. They don't care why something went wrong. They only care about speed. If the elevator moves downward faster than it should, even slightly, they wake up. And here's where it gets strange. The system doesn't wait for free fall. It never allows it. The moment speed crosses a limit, the elevator assumes the worst and acts before gravity gets momentum. At the top of the shaft, there's a wheel, separate from the main cables, quiet, always spinning. As the elevator moves, the wheel moves faster. Faster descent, faster spin. Nothing dramatic yet, just motion, until the spin crosses a threshold. Weighted arms swing outward. Centrifugal force takes over. A trigger snaps, and suddenly, a cable that refuses to move. Frozen. Now the elevator wants to keep falling, but one line is locked solid. That mismatch yanks a linkage on top of the car, and that yank releases the jaws. The jaws slam into steel rails running the full height of the shaft, but they don't clamp flat. They're angled. The faster the elevator tries to fall, the harder they bite. Gravity makes the brakes stronger. That part shouldn't work, but it does. The car doesn't stop instantly. If it did, the deceleration would destroy you. Instead, metal scrapes against metal. Speed turns into friction. Friction turns into heat. You feel a violent jolt, then silence. Here's the detail nobody talks about. The entire system works without electricity. No sensors, no computers. You could cut power to the building, and it would still save you. The mechanism doesn't think, it reacts. At this point, people usually ask the same question. Okay, but older elevators were dangerous, right? This is where that idea quietly collapses. Older elevators used the same principle. Speed triggered, mechanical, no power required. This isn't new technology, it's old physics. Now for the counterintuitive part. The most dangerous moment isn't falling, it's stopping wrong. Sudden stops break bodies, so elevators don't catch you at the bottom. They prevent the fall entirely. That's why real failures look boring. A harsh stop, a metallic scrape, then nothing. People step out shaken, but intact. The system didn't save them dramatically. It just refused to let physics finish the job. This is what makes the design brilliant. Failure isn't the enemy, it's the input. The moment things go wrong is the signal the system was waiting for. Most engineering tries to prevent failure. This one learned how to use it. You've ridden elevators hundreds of times. You've never thought about any of this. That's intentional. The system is invisible by design. It only reveals itself in the one moment you'd need it, which, statistically, you won't. Before this idea existed, buildings stayed short. Not because we couldn't build higher, because no one trusted the ride. The fear wasn't irrational, it was justified. Then, someone demonstrated a break on a platform at a fair. They cut the cable. The platform dropped inches, stopped, and suddenly, cities changed. Skyscrapers didn't rise because elevators improved. They rose because safety did, because metal learned to distrust motion. Once you notice that, you start seeing it everywhere. Seatbelts that lock when you decelerate. Escalators that stop when something jams. Doors that reverse when resistance appears. Everyday systems that assume failure and plan for it from the beginning. Next time you're in an elevator, look up. Somewhere above you, that wheel is spinning, measuring speed, waiting for something that will almost certainly never happen. And that's the strange thing about the best safety systems. You never know they're working until the one moment they have to.